Okay, so we're doing color and white and black on black tattoos today.
A schmorg.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, this email is from William, and he says, my color over blackout sleeve done around 3 years ago. Forgot to mention it's only one pass.
So, yeah, this is really realistic for what that would look like if you only did it once. The only thing is they did not use much, if at all, any black in this sleeve. And if they had I think that everything would have aged better.
Would have looked bolder.
For some reason, people have this weird idea where if they just think that if you put black on black, it's just going to turn to the same old black.
Yeah.
But it's not going to do that if you do it. Like, if you line something over top of old black, those lines are going to be distinct from the old black. So even if they had just done that here, instead of it looks like they used white or something to line it with, it would have given everything more weight. The old black that's in this looks very, very bland and kind of washed out, for example.
To me, the color looks really ashy, too, and I'm a little confused. Okay, so he said it's, 3 years old?
Yep.
And this is what I'm confused about. And maybe you can answer this for me. I have, on my body, single pass, vibrant color, orange and yellow, that is as vibrant as the day I got it.
Yeah, it's not over black, though.
Oh, so this whole thing's over black.
Yeah.
That's what I misunderstood.
Yeah, this was over black. This would never be done over normal skin this way.
So in case you guys didn't know, I'm blonde, and I'm blonde as hell sometimes.
Yeah, no, this was done over blackout.
Well then, holy shit, you did a good job.
Yes and no. This compositionally is all too small. Like, I like that they did this, but like, especially what I found with work over black is like you really do need to go bold and big, and the bolder and bigger you go, the more in general things stand out in tattoos. But especially in this one, like, everything here is very, very tiny, and I think if they had made them all bigger, even if they didn't add the fresh black, like I said, it probably would have been more striking. Like, imagine if that snake head was larger. Imagine if there was not like 19 roses, there was like 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think I agree, definitely.
This is as close to the sleeve as you're ever going to be, and it's kind of blurry. Whereas, like, if you were to step back from this, it's not going to be very vibrant. And if they just would add some black in places, like new black in places, immediately everything pops out.
Some new black followed by some new white, do you think?
There is new white in this.
Oh, okay.
They used white to line it looks like.
Yeah, I see the white line. Which
was not really a wise choice in my opinion, but this is, again, a very common misunderstanding that's happening in the tattoo world. I see it all the time right now, is like white over black. White's the only thing that covers black. It's like nothing covers black worse than white, and you can even see it in this tattoo. Everything else has covered the black better.
Yeah, I'm really surprised now that I understand exactly what the email says. I'm so blonde. Anyways, feeling silly aside, the for being 3 years old, it's proving the point that you've been making all the time.
Well, my armpits haven't changed at all.
Well, I know, but people just think that you're like some sort of guru that's getting it tattooed over constantly.
Oh, I know. Remy's always getting touched up.
This is a real human being who hasn't touched this arm in 3 years, right? That's
but
point made.
Like, nothing that I've done has really changed. It stays where it is. It looks like this if you only do it once. But if you did this twice or 3 times, you can get this to a place where it looks like it was done normally. Mm-hmm. But like, a lot of people just aren't patient enough, and they want one and dones, and this shit can't be done in one swing.
Yeah, I think like a second pass of all the colors help a little bit.
Even if they just did new black, it would immediately upgrade everything.
Oh yeah,
every part of this.
Actually, super true, because like you just added a really thick black outline to the rose arm, and it.
But all of this started with black too. Mm-hmm. All of my work starts black on black. This whole arm is black on black.
Yeah.
Black on black is better than white on black.
Yeah.
Like, if you're trying to build a tattoo, you should start with black, not white. It doesn't matter if you're covering black. Do that first, not white
Yeah,
first.
even your roses, which are predominantly a white and gray wash, you guys started with the black again.
Yeah, of course.
You blacked them out, and then you started with a black.
Every
right?
tattoo starts with black. Every tattoo. I don't know why we forget this when we're working on black. It does not go away. So this here is a case. This next one is a case of cover up, but this is all black here. They're covering, and they went straight over that.
Oh, cool! With the aggressive, scritchy, and I hate your photo.
Yeah, it's way too fucking dark. But
Yeah.
like this, people will be like, well, how did the black, it's not going to fade into the other black? No, clearly not.
No, they're going to be two different blacks.
Yeah. There are people out there that will think that the black that they just put on top of this is going to mush up into the old black.
Yeah.
There is no world where that happens. There's zero chance of that happening.
that's part of the reason why when you're doing just like a blackout sleeve, it can look streaky, because the black sits on top of the black.
Yeah. So,
right?
Well, that and like there's all different scar tissue and things underneath of it that you're reckoning with generally, you know. But yeah, this is an example of black on black for sure. Even though it's not a full blackout sleeve, they're putting black over top of black. We don't commonly think of that, but even in basic cover-ups, you have color and black and white on black. So that's why this one was included here, because there's no chance that this black will fade into the other black, and it will stay looking like this. I don't know whether you like it or not, but
It's kind of a cool blast over, but yeah.
it's not for me, but it is a good example of black on black.
I have really almost nothing to say about this, because to me, this photo looks like a computer-generated image. Like, this doesn't... The way
it's
they did this
hyper-edited.
photo, it's too much. Like,
It's no saturation.
I want to see the real tattoo.
Yeah.
This one says, and it's from Brad. It says, "Hi Remy, I am currently working on a blackout sleeve with some white tattoos here and there. I'm just sending this in to get your opinion and any advice you may have. I'm using dynamic triple black, and have triple white and heavy white in dynamic." Cool.
So again, this pretty much just proved what I was just saying here. Not that any of this looked great otherwise, but that white is super fucking subtle.
Yeah, and
It has no weight to it.
completely right? Like, line it with do the tattoo like you're doing it on fresh skin.
You could get any kind of black line over that blackout you wanted.
Yeah.
It's ashy enough that if you lined that, there's no way that line's going away. But imagine if that skull has a line around it now. You can actually tell it apart from that smoky bullshit around it, whatever the hell that is. And like, it's just so weightless without the fresh black. Like, not that everything else is working out here either.
Yeah, it's a smorg of blurry.
There's all kinds of cover-ups and blast-overs.
Yeah.
And little tiny things happening.
But definitely true. Like, there is no such thing as white on black without more black.
Well, it's out there. There's lots of it out there. It's just people are upset because they're not getting a long-lasting, striking image. But they're not observing basic tattooing rules, which is putting new black into things. This side looks better, but
it still would be better.
It would be better with black.
Yeah, like you could do some like black shading in the top of that skull. You could put some more black shading in the eyes to get more depth. Right? And all those little creases, you could do some more black shading to get some depth.
Yeah,
if
everything.
you line it.
Yep. It's just not thought up for some reason. I don't know why it's such an afterthought. But, like, I really want to hammer that point home every chance I get, because still so many people ask me what I mean when I say put black and white on black. It's, like, one of the most common things.
Yeah. I think if you guys look at the progression of the Cthulhu-y sleeve that Remy has on his social media here, you'll see that they're starting with the black outline on a blackout. And then Now
And some
they're
of the shading,
adding little
too.
bits of color. Yeah, they're shading added in there. They're adding little bits of color after the black. They're treating it like his limb was black initially.
Yeah.
Like that is his skin tone.
That doesn't mean you can't go darker, though.
No.
Right? So, but yeah, I think that this skull is the best tattoo on his body, oddly enough, based on what I've seen on the other side of this arm.
Little Frank here is your favorite.
But you can definitely enrich this skull with some harder black in there. So
You want to know what my favorite tattoo is?
Huh.
I bet you can guess. It's in this picture.
the Frank
The cross. The
cross.
I love.
I think
the
that's
little white
negative
cross.
space.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, it is a negative space cross. It's pretty badass.
Yeah.